ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So today we will discuss a very wonderful katha from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. There were two personalities. They met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In what way they called out for the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showered mercy. This is the theme. And all of us, we can learn how to cry out for Krishna, how to beg mercy from Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that's the theme for today, so that we prepare ourselves very nicely for Gaur Purnima. We know, or we should know very well, that how we should approach the Lord, how we should beg mercy from the Lord, how we should cry for His mercy. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for 24 years he was in Navadvip. He was performing his pastimes very wonderfully, like Krishna. He would do various different pranks on different people. Personalities like Gadadhar Pandit, who was already a devotee, as soon as he would see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would take a U-turn and run away. We used to have this experience during college preaching, when I was in the college. People would come for our session, stop coming, फिर देखते ही ऐसे उल्टा मुड़ के. I'm sure in apartments and all where we have done preaching. So can you imagine, this was the case with our Nimai Pandit, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. उनको देख के U-turn लेके चले जाते थे. And these devotees like Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, Advaitacharya, they were all praying, may Nimai Pandit become a devotee. Can you imagine? They're praying for Supreme Personality of Godhead to become devotee. So it's very nice to note that all these devotees would pray, and guess what? Our Lord became a devotee one day. Nimai Pandit comes back from Gaya, chanting the holy names of the Lord. And one fine day he decides that to preach, I should take sannyas. He takes sannyas in Katwa. And from there, his mother requested, Sachi Mata requested, Beta, you don't go to Vrindavan. It's very far. You go to Jagannath Puri. And anyways, people from Jagannath Puri keep coming to Navadvip. Navadvip people go to Jagannath Puri. So I'll get information about you. So don't go to Vrindavan, go to Jagannath Puri. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like a very obedient son, he said, yes, Mama, whatever you say, I'll do that. He agreed to his mother's request and he went to Jagannath Puri. But in Jagannath Puri, all the time he had that intense desire to go to Vrindavan. So he went for a South Indian tour, and from there he came to Jagannath Puri, and it is described that now he wanted to go to Vrindavan. So he went from Jagannath Puri to West Bengal. From there, West Bengal nahi tha, Bengali tha keval. Yes. And from there, in a particular place called Ramakeli, he went to a place called Ramakeli. Now see, wherever Lord would go, there was one speciality. He would not be quiet. He would sing and dance in ecstasy. See, even today, when we see some group of devotees singing and dancing, a natural enthusiasm comes that even we should do. So just imagine Supreme Lord Himself dancing, His close associates dancing. What will be the situation there? Looking at that, so many people would come from all around the place. Sometimes in thousands, sometimes in lakhs, sometimes in crores. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, sometimes infinite, not able to count. So many people would come and start chanting and dancing. And at that time, it was the rule of Muslim kings. So one Muslim king, he heard about a mendicant coming to his place, to his area. where he's chanting and dancing with so much of huge crowd. And then he was telling to his own ministers and other people that looks like this personality is not an ordinary personality. Looks like he's prophet himself who has come. Or else how can such a wonderful thing take place where so many thousands of people are dancing with him? And at that time he asked one of his minister, secretary, and they all said, yes, you're correct. And under him there were two personalities who were serving. One personality's name was Dabir Khas and second was Sakhar Malik. What were the names? Dabir Khas and Dabir Das nahi hai, Khas. Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik. These two were actually Brahmanas who got converted, who were serving under this Muslim ruler now, Muslim king. And these two personalities, they heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming to Ramkeli. And they decided that we should go and meet him. So Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik, both in the middle of the night, so that no one gets to know around, they went to that place where Lord Gauranga was present, Lord Chaitanya was present. So first they met Nityananda Prabhu, Haridas Thakur, and then Nityananda Prabhu, who is Adi Guru, he holds their hand and takes them to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now how these two personalities, they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what was their mood? That is what is today's discussion. We will sing this bhajan, Gauranga Karuna Karo, written by Narottam Das Thakur. And we'll try to relate that with Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's Chaitanya Charitamrita verses. And we will see how harmonious and how all the moods are in line of our acharyas. So we'll sing the first two stanzas of this bhajan. Gauranga Karuna Karo Dinahina Jane Samopatita Prabhu Nahi Tribhuvane. Dante Trena Dhori Gaura Daki Hai Tomar Kripa Kori Yesho Amar Hridaya Mandir. So here, very beautifully, the first thing that we see these two personalities did was, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is describing, Doi guchha trina duhe, dashane dharina, gale vastra bandhi pade, dandavat haya. How did they approach the Lord? With a lot of humility, holding the straw between the teeth, putting the cloth around the neck. They fell at the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. What is meant by holding grass between the teeth? Obviously, now we don't do. A sign of humility. Any other thing? Why that is a sign of humility?
Putting the straw in his mouth. So I think it symbolizes that how much downward he wants to place it.
Very nice. So that's one point. That the grass or the straw, that is very, very insignificant. But I am holding that onto a very important anga of my body. Saying, no, I am also like that, insignificant. Second,
totally dependent on his master when he will serve, when he will give water. Like that, we will show ourselves that we are also totally dependent.
okay. So it's like, see, who eats grass? Animals. So the person is putting the grass in his mouth and saying, I'm like an animal. I'm a gone case. I take your shelter. Insignificant. So in the past, looks like when someone would approach the superior, they would always keep a grass between the teeth to show, which symbolizes that they're approaching with humility. The insignificant. And this is what they did. Not just this, they put the cloth around their neck, which also symbolizes humility. And they went there. Maybe the cloth was like this. They took the cloth and put it around the neck. And that symbolizes humility. So in this way, we see the first thing that these two personalities did, Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik, was they approached the Lord. The first thing, many times people don't do the first thing itself, approaching the Lord. And here is the thing that they did, approaching the Lord. And when they saw the Lord, the beautiful form, they had only heard about Him. Now they're seeing Him. When they saw the Lord, it is described, they were overjoyed with love and devotion. They're very, very happy. Very, very happy. To an extent where they're not able to hold the tears in their eyes. They're crying profusely. Looking at the Supreme Lord. And they're still on the ground, crying. And at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, get up, get up. All auspiciousness onto you, get up. And that time when they got up, holding the straw between the teeth, they started offering very, very wonderful prayers. These prayers match the two stanzas that we have sung now. They said, Neecha jati neecha sangi, kari neecha kaja, tumara grete prabhu, kahite vilasi raja. Very beautifully, they are saying, Neecha jati. You all can translate, very simple. Neecha jati. Well, low caste. Neecha sangi. My association is bad. Neecha kaja. Yes, our work is not proper. Neecha kaja. And at that time they're saying that therefore we are not able to introduce ourselves standing in front of you. We are feeling shy. We are feeling shameful. Neecha jati. I told you all these two personalities were who in the past? They were Brahmanas. And they're calling themselves as Neecha jati. Why they're calling themselves as Neecha sangi? They're serving Muslim ruler. Neecha kaja. Work is also like that. Because the Muslim ruler is a meat eater, he would kill the cows and Brahmanas, and these people are associating with him. Therefore, they are saying, oh, we are gone case. And then they are saying, Patita pavana hetu, tumara avatara, hama bhai jagate patita nahi ara. Oh Lord, you are the deliverer of fallen. And now they are saying, there is no one as fallen as us. No one has fallen as us. In the entire world, Jagata. See the word that they're using, Jagata. See, when we say, I am fallen, it's a dialogue. But when they say, they actually mean it. You see the difference? अपना ऐसा होता है कि जितना हम बोलेंगे हम फॉलन उतना भक्त लोग उनको रेस्पेक्ट करेंगे प्रभु जी देख कितने फॉलन है वाह हरे कृष्णा but they actually meant it. They actually meant it and they continued. See, one important thing is, when I say that I'm fallen, I should be able to describe how fallen I am. And this is what they're doing now. They're saying, Jagai madhai dui, karile uddhara, taha uddharite shrama nahila tumara. Oh Lord, I heard that you delivered Jagai and Madhai, but I am sure, while delivering Jagai and Madhai, I don't think you might have endeavored much. Now say, Lord might ask, why are you saying like that? Jagai Madhai was very sinful. All of you know Jagai Madhai? Yes, you have someone at home also? Now they are giving reason. Why Jagai Madhai are still better? Brahmana jati tar, navadvipe ghar, neecha seva nahi kare, nahe neeche rakurpar. So they are saying, Jagai Madhai, firstly they were Brahmanas. Second, they were in Navadvip Dham, in your appearance place. And then, they never served any low class people. They never served any Muslim king. And Nahe Nichera Kurpara, they never became instrument of someone else to do some sinful activity. They were doing themselves, they never became instrument of someone else to do sinful activity. And then Mahaprabhu might say, why are you saying like that? Are you all more sinful than Jagai and Madhai? And they are saying, Jagai Madhai hoite koti koti guna adhama patita papi amidu hijan. Oh, we too are millions and millions of times inferior than Jagai and Madhai. We are more degraded, fallen and sinful as compared to them. See, this is a very wonderful contemplation. I was giving class somewhere. I said, we are fallen, we are fallen. And some devotee, some newcomer. Why are you telling that we are fallen, we are fallen? I don't think so, I'm so fallen. See, one of the important thing is, when we approach the Lord, we should be very much clear about how fallen we are. Because if we want mercy from the Lord, then we have to take a very low position. And it's not that we are on a very high position. We are actually on a low position. But the only thing is, we are not aware of it. But when we become aware of it, then we can offer such humble prayers and cry out for the mercy. Tell me, like all of us sitting here, I'm sure all of you, many of you are chanting 16 rounds and following 4 relative principles. Still we can prove ourselves to be fallen. Tell me how we can tell ourselves to be fallen. Give me reasons. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is hearing. Yes, so you all can. What does that prove?
No, we're still associating with worldly people.
Okay, associating with worldly people, lechas. Okay.
Second thing is that, when we are praying to God, 100% is not.
We're not able to offer 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, accepted. What else?
No taste.
We have so many anarthas. Okay.
No taste in following.
No?
No eagerness or taste in following.
No eagerness. See, we have got association of devotees. We have all facilities. Still that seriousness is not there. The taste is not there to follow devotional service. And?
Always looking for faults.
Okay, always looking for faults in others. Yes, fault finding. And? Still, we are doing Namaprad. Even after hearing so much about holy name, offenses against holy name, still doing Namaprad. Still while chanting, when the phone rings, we still pick up the phone and tell Krishna, Baad mein, finish it. This is more important for me. Yes, and? Even see, when we are coming in front of the Lord and offering prayers, tell me, these two personalities, they had Brahmana background, but still they are telling they're Nietzsche. They're fallen. Similarly, when it comes to us, we can think about our background. How fallen, activities we have done in the past. So many personalities who are practicing bhakti now may have broken all 4 relative principles. Eating meat, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex, and so on. We can always remember. When some devotee glorifies us, oh, you're so great. No, I know what I was. So as soon as we remember the past, and when we tell the Lord, oh Lord, I was like that. Naturally, that mood will come that yes, I am fallen. There's so many other devotees who are so pure right from childhood. Look at me. I've got all these samskaras in my mind, in the subtle body. Look at me. This is my fallen condition. And when it comes to bhakti, I'm not taken birth in a devotee family. It's not that my parents gave me beads in the childhood to chant Hare Krishna. It's not that my parents had some problem. I was not qualified to take birth in a devotee family. This shows I'm not qualified. This shows I'm fallen. And at the same time, we can always have this thought, I don't have naisargiki rati. I don't have natural taste for devotional service. Somehow I'm forcing myself because my spiritual master has told, my mentors are saying, etc., etc. But I don't have a natural taste. Oh Lord, this is how fallen I am. This is the list which we are supposed to read when we go in front of the Lord. When we approach the Lord, the way they are speaking, we are also supposed to list down our anarthas, our faults, how fallen we are. They don't stop here, they continued. And they were begging and praying for the mercy of the Lord. Let's sing the next 2 stanzas now. Jadi daya na karibe patita dekhiya patita pavana nama kishara lagiya. Padichi bhavatu pane nahi kanistan Shri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Korupa. The first thing that we see is Gauranga. We are approaching Gauranga. Gauranga karuna karo dina hina jane mosama patita prabhu nahi tribhuvane. So first is we approach the Lord, and second is we list down, we describe how fallen we are. I am the most fallen in all the three worlds. We are convincing the Lord. Lord might convince us, no, you're not that fallen. You're doing 16 rounds. You're following 4 relative principles. You've taken initiation. First, second, third you will not get. And so many other things. But we should be able to convince the Lord, no, I'm fallen. And we list it down. And then with humility, the person is approaching. Dante trina dhari Gaura daki hai tumhar. Kripa kori aisho amar. Hridaya mandir hai. With humility, we are approaching and begging the Lord for His mercy. Now, after approaching the Lord and listing down or describing our fallen state, next thing is begging and crying for His mercy. And this we see very beautifully done by these two personalities, Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik. They both are telling the Lord, they're saying, Ama uddharite bali nahi tribhuvane patita pavana tumi sabe toma vine. Oh Lord, there's no one in all the three worlds who can actually deliver us. You are that most powerful one who can deliver us. Ama uddhariya jadi dekhao nija bala patita pavana nama tabe se safala. This only devotees can do. It's called as indirect dhamki. So they're telling, Jadi doya na karibe patita dekhiya patita pavana nama kishera lagiya. And same is the verse here also. Amara uddhariya jadi dekhao nija bala patita pavana nama tabe se safala. They're saying, oh Lord, you're looking at us, we are so fallen. Only if you deliver us who are so fallen, then your name Patita Pavan is correct. So if you don't deliver Patita, then how are you Patita Pavan? How are you Patita Pavan? See, our Acharyas are teaching us how to pray. But they're feeling that, when they are praying, they're actually feeling it from the heart, that I am a gone case. Only if you deliver me, then you are Patita Pavan. Oh Lord, you went to Jagai and Madhai to deliver them. Why you went to them? Because you were told that they are the most fallen. But oh Lord, at that time I didn't take birth. I didn't take birth at that time. I am the combined incarnation of Jagai Madhai. That's our current situation. So beautifully they are offering prayer that, oh Lord, only if you deliver Patita like me, then your name Patita Pavan is Sarthak. Then it is Sarthak. Then they are saying, More daya kari kar swadaya safala अखिल ब्रह्मांड देखो का तुम्हारा दया बल. Oh Lord, we are most fallen. And therefore, by showing us your mercy is most successful. And हमारा उद्धार तो हो रहा है, but more importantly, by showing your mercy to us, your mercy is becoming successful. Let the power of your mercy be exhibited throughout the entire world by delivering us. Look at their wonderful prayers. And they continue. वामन जय छे चांद धरिते चाहे करे तई छे वांछा मोर उठे अंतरे. O Lord, indeed I am fallen. We are fallen. We are like small dwarf, Batu, dwarf. And what are we trying to do? We are trying to jump and catch the moon. Is it any time possible a dwarf jumping and catching the moon? Is it possible? Even if we go to the 10th floor and jump from there, to catch, nahi hone wala hai. Not possible. How much ever you jump. And that's what is our situation. Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik, they're saying, this is what our situation is. We are like a dwarf. And we are trying to jump and do what? Receive your mercy. How can we attain you? How can we attain you? We are like a dwarf. Isn't that a fact for us also? Dialogue to मारते हैं हम लोग. In this very life, we have to attain Krishna. अरे बाबा हलवा है क्या? I just ate halwa. It's not as simple as eating halwa. But look at this very important thing. We are like a dwarf trying to catch a moon. But they are saying that we know that we are unfit. We are unfit to attain you. But this desire has somehow crept in our heart. पता नहीं कौन से भक्त ने desire डाला हमारे हृदय में. We don't know which devotee has put that desire in our heart. Attaining your mercy this life. Oh Lord, somehow we have got this desire. Therefore we are offering prayer. Actually we are not fit. We are not qualified. Look at the mood of prayers. My God. So wonderful. So wonderful. Therefore this point which is made here, Podichi bhava tufane nahika nistar Shri charana tarni dane dase karo para. See we can analyze our situation. Every single devotee here, including myself, we all want to advance in bhakti. Just like that, why we'll keep coming like this for satsang and do services and this and that. All of us, we want to advance in bhakti. But our situation is we want to advance, but a lot of things that pulls us behind. Tell me, what are the different things that pulls us behind? Was that Maya? Maya will trick. She will say, Abhi, itna bhi kya bhakti hai? Aram se. Every Saturday, every Sunday, why this? Let's go out, do some party, go out and hang around, do this, do that. You see? And what is the second thing? Ye age thodi hai. Yes. You're just 60. You're just 50. That's it.
You're going to live till 200.
Correct. And our anarthas, they just keep pulling us. We want to move ahead. See, our situation is like someone is pulling our shirt behind. Yes, our kurta behind. And we want to move ahead. And that's our situation. Yes, and?
Mainly, I think the material association, which is with us for the 22 rest hours, if we are spending just 2 hours in bhakti.
Okay, 22 hours, materialism is pulling us. Yes, therefore I say quit. You can. Yes, anyone else? Huh? Circumstances. No, especially my Grasta students, they keep telling, Proji, आप तो बोलते रहते भक्ति steadily करो. अभी मेरा तबीयत अब भी ठीक हो, उसका खराब हो गया. अभी देखिए बच्चों का एग्जाम आ गया. This and that, circumstances. You're forgetting the main culprit in life.
Senses?
Mind and senses. You see the mind? Sometimes, I'm sure all of you might have experienced. We have slept nicely. प्रसाद भी पा लिए हम लोग. टाइम भी है. फीडबैक भी है सामने. भागवतम भी है सामने. फिर भी मन नहीं करता. But the mind says, अभी नहीं. फीडबैक के बाजू में जो रखा है ना वो, उसको उठाओ. So our mind tricks in so many different ways. My God. Mind is that culprit. And people around us, even when we want to practice bhakti, they'll be there around us. Family members, friends, and colleagues, and this and that. Our situation is like a drowning man. Just imagine we are in the middle of the ocean, we are drowning. You don't know swimming. Even if you know swimming, how can you cross the ocean? We are drowning. What is the goal of a drowning man? You want to come out. Yes, you want to come out. He's trying his best, but somehow he's going down. Somehow he's going down. That is what is our current situation. How can a drowning man be saved?
Rescue someone.
Someone from outside? We need some rescue helicopter to come and pick him up. Yes. Without that, it's not going to happen. Only rescue helicopter. And therefore, this particular stanza that we just sang. Padichi bhava tufane nahika nistar. I have fallen into this ocean and I don't see any way. I want to advance, but somehow things are pulling me back. I'm not seeing any other way. And then he says, Shri Charana Tarini Dane Dase Karo Par, O Lord, the only rescue helicopter that I see is your lotus feet. Only your lotus feet can save me. Please help me, O Lord, please help me. And finally, in the last stanza, he talks about his identity. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasera Dasa Pradhana Karo Sada Narottama Dasa. Approaching the Lord was the first thing. Second, describing one's own fallen state. Third, begging and crying for His mercy. Now, when the Lord is showering His mercy, we should become the right patra to hold it and maintain it. For that, the next thing that we are supposed to do is cultivate the mood of being a servant. Very, very important. Very, very important. You see, the entire path of bhakti is focusing on this one point to help us revive our original constitutional position of being a servant. Somehow we have to revive our service attitude, being a servant. And that makes us the right patra to hold the mercy and to maintain that throughout our life. And that's why very beautifully here it is said that what is actually my identity? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daser Anudasa. I'm insignificant servant of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Lord Chaitanya was asked, what is your identity? At that time he says, Naham Vipro Nacha Narapati Napi Vaishyo Na Shudro Naham Varni Nacha Grahapati No Vanasto Vatirva Kintu Prodyan Nikhila Paramananda Purnamritabdhair Gopi Bharto Padakamalayor Das Anudasa. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asked that, are you a brahmachari? No, I am not brahmachari. Grasta? No. Vanaprastha? No. Sannyasi? No. Oh, you're a brahmana? No, I am not a brahmana. Kshatriya? No. Vaishya? No. Shudra? No, I am not. Then who are you? I am the insignificant servant of the servant of Gopi Bhartuhu, maintainer of gopis, that is Sri Krishna. So this is the identity which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke about himself. This is my identity. I'm insignificant servant of the Lord. Through his own achar, Lord is doing prachar. And he's showing us that how we are supposed to cultivate this very important mode of being a servant. And these two personalities, Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik, they also said the same thing. In fact, Lord helped them to attain that position of being a servant. And now Lord is telling Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik, Aji haite duhara nama, Rupa Sanatan, Dainya chhada tumara dainya phate mora man. Lord is telling, looking at their humility, Are chodo ye namrata. Give up your humility. Your humility is actually breaking my heart. Oh. Looking at us, what will Lord say? Give up your pride. Give up your pride. Your pride is breaking my heart. But look at these two personalities, Dabir Khas and Sakhar Malik. They're so humble. That Lord is saying, Phate Moraman. My heart is breaking. Give up your humility. And today I give you the names. Dabir Khas, you are Rupa Goswami. And Sakhar Malik, you are Sanatan Goswami. And at that time, Lord is telling them, after giving the two names, Gaura nikate asite nahi, mora prayojan, toma doha dekhite mora iha agaman. Lord is telling, to be frank, I had no business in this place. You know why I came here? You know, O Rupa, O Sanatan, why I came here? Only for you two. Only to deliver you two. I had no other business here in this place. There are people around asking me, why you have come here? Why you have come here? They don't know why I have come here. I am telling you why I have come here. Just to deliver you two. And then he said, this is so touching and so wonderful. Etabali duhara shire dharila dui hate dui bhai prabhu pada nila nijamate. So at that time, saying this, Lord kept both his hands on the two personalities, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. And at that time, these two most humble people, they fell at the feet of the Lord and they kept the feet of the Lord on their head. Oh Lord, this is our position. This is where we want to be. Now, who are seeing all this? Okay, Nityanand Prabhu, Haridas Thakur, and so many other devotees. They're all around. They're all around. What do you think was the reaction of those devotees?
They would be feeling jealous.
हाँ, मैं वही बोलने वाला था. इनको मिल गया कृपा. हम तो इनके साथ ही रहते हैं, हमें नहीं मिला. ये दोनों, ये मुस्लिम के सर्वेंट्स, they got mercy. ऐसे बोले क्या सब लोग?
हम होते थे ऐसे ही बोलते.
दुई जने प्रभुर कृपा देखी भक्त गणे हरि हरि बोले सबे आनंदित मने. They're so happy. All the devotees are so happy. These two people got mercy of the Lord. And everyone loudly chanted, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. They were so happy, so happy. See, this is one of the very important principles of a devotee community. If at all we want to build a very strong and a big devotee community, this is the mode that every single devotee should have. And what is that mode? When I see some devotee advancing in bhakti, I shouldn't be feeling why he got mercy, why he has been appreciated, why he is going ahead of me. हम तो दोनों साथ में गीता कोर्स किए. We came together, but then he is going ahead. So this cannot be the mode. If this is the mode, the community will break. Community cannot expand for long. In fact, there are so many case studies all around the world of different spiritual communities where the community is not able to grow beyond a number like 100 or 200 or something like that. Because of this one prominent reason. Not able to feel joy in others' advancement in Krishna consciousness. We should ask ourselves, when some devotee is advancing, do I really feel that joy within my heart? We should ask ourselves. We'll understand where we stand in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes chanting 64 rounds becomes simple, to be frank. But feeling joy in others' advancement sometimes becomes difficult. What to do? Anarthas? So many anarthas. But look at them. Oh, they were so happy. All the devotees around were so happy. They all blessed Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. They all blessed. And everyone was very, very happy, including Rupa and Sanatan. So in this way, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they were initiated onto the path of devotional service. They were already devotees. But then officially, they got this title of being the servant. And this is the thing that we need to cultivate. Cultivate the mood of a servant. Then we can hold the mercy Otherwise, it's very, very difficult. Therefore, these are the steps which are there for all of us to receive the mercy of the Lord. First is you approach the Lord. How did they approach? With so much of humility. Dante Trinadhari. With so much of humility. Second, they described how fallen they are. Anytime we go in front of the altar and we're telling the Lord, I am the most fallen, we should be able to describe how the most fallen person I am. Because many of the times it might not actually mean. When we're saying, it's only lip service, it might not come from the heart. But if we describe, then we can prove it to the Lord, yes, I am fallen. And you know what? One secret. Many times we read in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Patita Pavan. He'll deliver the most fallen. He'll deliver the most fallen. He has come to deliver the most fallen. But the only problem is, we are most fallen, but we are not accepting. The mercy is there. The mercy is there. The day when I was analyzing this Patita Pavan, I was thinking, I am fallen. Why the Lord is not delivering me? We see one of the very important quality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for which he is called as magnanimous, is he is called as Namo Mahavadanyaya, because Krishna Prema Pradaya. And whom is he giving Krishna Prema? Adhama Patita. He is giving to anyone who is fallen. He is giving to them, the most fallen ones. So that day when I was sitting and reading, and then suddenly I was contemplating on this one word, Patita Pavan. And I was thinking, but why I have not received Krishna Prema till now? Why I am not advancing in bhakti? And this thought dawned upon me that Kartikeya Das, you're not ready to accept that you're fallen. If you accept, if you realize that you're fallen, Krishna Prema will naturally be bestowed onto you. Can you imagine? Just this accepting that I'm most fallen becomes very difficult because of our ego. Very difficult. Ego. Yes. Very difficult. Therefore, just by describing our fallen state, if we can realize, because it will take time, by the way, it's a lifetime project. Because from many, many lifetimes, we are trying to prove ourselves to be the best and to be the master. And suddenly, if you have to prove yourself as fallen, how can we do that? So it's almost like a lifetime project. In a Bhagavatam class like this is very nice. Now if someone tells, Prabhu, you're fallen, the other devotee will say, yes, I am Patita. And only Patita Pavan can deliver me. And we're in the flow of our life, in between someone comes and says, you're fallen. You are fallen, not me. You. How dare, this etiquette? This is etiquette. And so on and so forth. You see? At that time, all the ego will come out. Therefore, these sessions that we have for the speaker and for the audience, it's a time to self-introspect. Because for sure, only for that 45 minutes, 1 hour, we'll feel that. And after that, again, we'll forget. But again, another session when we come together, there's a time to self-introspect. And I'm sure, with time, we keep taking one step closer to the Lord, understanding our situation and crying out for the mercy of the Lord. So describing one's fallen state is very, very important. Third, what they did? They begged and cried for the mercy. Oh Lord, you are the one. In all the 3 worlds, only you have the power to deliver us because we are the most fallen in all the 3 worlds. They described that they're both fallen in Jagai and Madhai. Fourth one, mercy is coming now. And
Fourth, they challenge that you are Patita Pavan.
yes, that's part of begging and crying. Yes. Fourth one, when the mercy was coming, what's the next thing that we're supposed to do? Become the right patra. By becoming or cultivating the mood of being a servant. Yes, so we are supposed to cultivate the mood of being a servant. So these are the few things that all of us can try our best to do. Yes, it's a lifetime project. But by the mercy of Gauranga, it will be within this life for sure. Because that's the glory of the magnanimity of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And we all are so fortunate. We're part of Gaudiya Vaishnav Sampradaya. See, when we call ourselves as Gaudiya, so we should behave like that. So all of us, we have come from certain family backgrounds. some people from south, some people from north, west, east, whatever. And everyone celebrates different festivals in a very, very great, pompous way, in a very grand way. Some people celebrate Ugadi as New Year. Some people celebrate Gudi Padwa. Some people celebrate Sankranti. Boishak, yes, and Lohri. You see, even after coming to Krishna consciousness, somehow that doesn't go away. And will not go away. How it will go away? Now we feel, no, this is how a new year is. This is how our new year will begin. But then with time, we need to understand, as Gaudiyas, our new year begins on the day of Gaur Purnima. That's our new year beginning. And if all of us, if we can imbibe this mood and wholeheartedly accept that I am a Gaudiya and my new year begins on the day of Gaur Purnima, and do all that we were doing before. Same thing, clean the house, decorate the place, wear new clothes, prepare nice preparations, distribute it around to other people, neighbors and this and that. And obviously chanting more rounds, hearing more katha, etc., etc. Tell me, why the devotee will not get closer to Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Why will not get closer? Why will he not get the mercy of the parampara? The only thing is that realization that I am a Gaudiya. And that realization should be shown in the actions also. So I request all the devotees here. So all of you are sincerely practicing devotional service. Now the thing is about putting it into practice. For us, Gaur Purnima is the beginning of the new year. And we should feel it, we should accept it, and we should celebrate it like that. In a very, very grand way. In a very, very grand way. And I'm sure Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Patita Pavan, will surely shower his mercy onto the most Patita like ourselves. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Patita Pavan Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.